Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Are you in search of sociology lecture? Here is the opportunity for you to watch and participate as well. Please do subscribe my channel. Thank you. Hello everyone. Today's topic is phenomenology as paradigmatic perspective in sociology. Here basically we will discuss about how phenomenology understands the society. As in the very first video we discussed about the positivism as paradigmatic perspective in sociology. So here in this video we will try to understand how phenomenology make difference in the way of understanding of society. So phenomenology contradicts and opposes the positivism's perception about the society. The positivism focuses on the objectivity, but phenomenology focuses on the subjectivity, that is subjectivism in the society. Positivism believes that individual's behavior is the automatic response to external stimuli. That means individual's behavior can be objectively measured. But in this point, phenomenology takes a turn of the interpretative approach in the sociology. Phenomenology considered the capacity of the individual's mind, individual's thinking process in order to carry out various actions and interactions in the society. Phenomenology is basically the idea, a discipline in the philosophy which deals with the consciousness and intentionality, that is the consciousness and intention of the individuals in the society. In sociology, phenomenology played a very important role and contributed in the building of theory and methodology. The credit goes to the Alfred Schultz, who used phenomenological understanding, phenomenological approach and phenomenological perspective in the sociology by following Husserlian phenomenology. Basically, the Alfred Schultz phenomenology in sociology is the redefining and reconstructing of the Weberian interpretative sociology. So we are not going in detail about the Weberian interpretative sociology, that we will discuss in other video. Now we will try to understand the phenomenology as a different approach other than positivism in the sociology, and how phenomenology played its role in understanding the society in different way. Now let's talk about the objectivity and subjectivity. As we know, the objectivity was the main focus of positivism and subjectivity is the focus of the phenomenology. So what is subjectivity? Subjectivity is actually the consciousness of individual. That means subjectivity refers the capacity of human minds to be conscious. Means the human minds can be conscious in undertaking any action and interaction. Whenever human beings participate in any interaction, individuals' minds becomes conscious, and individuals do participate consciously. Subjectivity, in other words, can be referred as the believing in the human mind's capacity to conceive, to perceive, to think, to anticipate and rethink and recreate any particular phenomena, things and a reality. That means individual's mind has the capacity to sense about anything, about any object. So subjectivity is basically believing in individual mind's capacity to think, to anticipate, to imagine, and the consciousness of the individual. In other words, we can say the phenomenology tries to understand individual's subjectivity in the society instead of the social structure, social system, social norms and values and elements and institutions. Rather, it tries to understand society through the individual's action, that is through the individual's means through subjectivity. We will discuss about what is the consciousness, what is individuals calls consciousness, because phenomenology tries to understand the individual's consciousness. That is how individual consciously create and construct the society. This is one of the important emphasis of the phenomenology, that individual create and construct the society, or individual make sense of the world around them, and that is why world is meaningful. So world is meaningful not because world exists or physically exists, rather it is meaningful because human beings gives meanings to the world. That means human beings consciously makes the meaning and gives the meaning. Phenomenology tries to understand how society structures because of the consciousness of the individual subject. So before going in detail about the structuring of society, we shall discuss about the consciousness of individual subject. That is, what is consciousness? Consciousness, I would say, is the mechanism of sensing any thing or object. That is, human mind's mechanism of sensing anything or object. For example, the consciousness of himself, consciousness of myself. That is, I am being conscious of myself, that I am a being, that I have an existence, and for this existence I need to have consciousness. So for example, if I wants to know my existence, that means I am conscious of my existence. That's why I am concerned about my existence. The knowing existence means the conscious of my being, that is, I am a being. This sensing of I am a being is the consciousness. That means I can, thus my mind can sense of my existence, the concrete as well as the abstract. Similarly, individuals in everyday life can sense many things and objects. The individual's mind can sense many things and objects in everyday life. They can be conscious about the reality, what is going on in the society. The realities may be the crime, realities may be the occurring of the marriage, occurring of the elections, the occurring of any conflict, occurring of any the communication, the process of education, the process of poverty alleviation, the process of natural and social disasters. All the realities can be perceived, conceived by individual if he or she has the consciousness of these realities. Otherwise, these realities will just remain external to the individual's mind, but this do not happen. This is what phenomenology says, that society is not external to individual, what positivism believes. Society is not external to individual, rather internal to individual. There is social realities individuals understands. Why? Because individuals' minds is able to sense these realities. That means individual is conscious about the realities. A small example I will give here. This is a pen. So individual can make sense to this pen. Individual's mind is able to sense the pen. Why? Because individual is conscious about the pen, its functions, its significance, its importance, its existence, and that is why it is sensible, it is meaningful for the individuals. If a person who is illiterate, uneducated, who don't need the pen, who have not seen the pen, for him this is not meaningful. Why this is not meaningful this for this person? Because this person is not able to make sense to this pen. We will continue our discussion.